All praises to the Most High, yeah. Moon trap, yeah. I smoked my first sack in Carolina, ran my trap in Carolina. Back when I knew Moonie bad, had my back in Carolina. Sold crack in Carolina, bought the tracks in Carolina. I knew that wasn't for me, so I gave it back in Carolina. Couldn't be a part of what was tearing us apart in Carolina. Had too much love for my people, I had hard in Carolina. Sold my first dime ounce, $2 a pound in Carolina. Had a rapping in every church, putting it down in Carolina. I knew y'all had my back, so I wouldn't drown in Carolina. But I kept that 45 and loaded rounds in Carolina. We'll put you down in Carolina. The way they fed us in the culture, but the Most High woke me up and started exposing a plot of vultures. Put a curtain back on that Wilson and showed me all of his motions. I was confused and blind and living by my emotions. What I learned was sickening, impulsive. It rekindled my devotion to the true and living Father who has the voice that roar like ocean. The words say many waters, he say preaching Kenneth Copeland. The people need my hoping, the serpent's grip is choking. They bedazzled by commotion, his devices and his potions. Deprived, lost and soaking in a pool of sinful notions. What I've given you is potent, atomic and explosive. Bring the light to the corrosion, so the dry bones can erosion. Come back from their demotion and return to my devotion. I'll guide you through the motions, so I'm here for what he told.
From Carolina, where I lived in Carolina, all I did in Carolina, here I is in Carolina. All praises to the Most High for what he did in Carolina. He found worth and he found favor for that kid in Carolina. Just a kid in Carolina, where I live in Carolina, all I did in Carolina, here I is in Carolina. All praises to the Most High for what he did in Carolina. He found worth and he found favor for that kid in Carolina.
I murdered album after album, mixtape after mixtape. It's time I spoke my piece. It's some facts we gotta get straight. Militate was a movement, the same ones who talk and get played. I put on for Carolina, while you sit back and spectate. Baby blew up the charts, I applauded. I'm like that great. Did business without who ballin' in this Carolina movement. It's a big play. Bar for bar, line for line. Let's tell the truth, it can't be dismayed. My verse was better start to finish, and then it's digitally engraved. Flow harder than roasters paid. Sweat, blood, and tears that was gay. But I ain't understand what was holding me back. My talent was great, but the Father spoke to me clearly. You will only get a taste. Too much of Satan for me to bless it, and too much of me for him to say. Lukewarm, but thought I was straight. Surely this should be the way, but I was doing me, but adding him to it, and that just wouldn't take. But the Father put me back up on a mission like before the movie was great. Heart, mind, zeal, pit to his face. Father, I only seek you and your way. Order my steps through every day, every second, and every place. You're the potter and I'm the clay. I only wanted your way.
Just a kid from Carolina, where I lived in Carolina, all